Hey everybody, what's going on? Bahroo here, back inside of the Binding of Isaac Balls of Steel edition. Now we actually have the tryout edition. A lot of the bugs have been kind of ironed out a little bit, so I figured, hey, let's do a run. See where we can get. We're gonna get the resets out of the way. I figured, let's just start doing these runs. Just kind of load up the game and just kind of go for it and see what ends up happening. We turned Spoonbender into Little Brim, which is really nice, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up this tinted rock so that way I can get, hopefully, a heart to protect me. I get a gray chest with a missing page. Part of me doesn't even know what the missing page does. I just know that it's bad. And then we pick up another Devil Deal item, Contract from Below. Now, this runs alright. Little Brim is definitely a very strong item to start off with, but you're going to need to find some kind of damage soon after picking him up because, well, I would say he drops off somewhere around depths 1, and in the womb you can definitely see that he's going to have issues, especially with bosses, but in these early few floors, basement and caves, he definitely does rip up the bosses pretty good. So we're going to have Famine for our boss here, and depending on what we get, I may end up re-rolling it. I really don't like orbitals, especially if it's the bandage ball, so we're going to go ahead and re-roll that. Bandage ball's hitbox is just, it's too small to really use effectively, in my opinion. I mean, you can use it, but the risk of you getting hit is just too high, especially considering I don't have, well, also I don't have any keys. I don't have the soul hearts to protect my deal right now, so I want to make sure I don't get hit. But Little Brim here is definitely really nice. He's going to be able to kill these enemies without having to break the poop, which is really nice. So we're going to pick up that key, or keys, and see what's in our item room here. Hopefully we get something a little bit of damage-wise. We end up picking up Virgo, which really isn't that good. Golden poop here turns into the counterfeit penny. Honestly, I don't like seeing the counterfeit penny. I would rather it just give me money, because the counterfeit penny is going to increase our, well, the amount of money we get. Come on, Little Brim, you can hit that little spider. There you go. But I would much prefer just having the money. And then we get double Monstro here, which is actually really nice considering that they actually have less health, and I can double tap. So having Champion Monstro is actually really nice. And let's see what we get for our first Devil Deal. And I make the mistake of not having a roll-up, but it's okay because I got Death's Touch and Horror Babylon. Now the problem with this is that I am now only one Dark Heart. We're going to pick up some of these bombs and actually backtrack to this Tinted Rock. It's going to take 2 bombs to get there, but we're going to backtrack to that real quick. I'm going to reset the spike blocks after we bomb that, so that way I'll have to deal with some wonky boxes there. So we got 3 hearts, Little Brim, Death's Touch, Horror Babylon. Horror Babylon is really nice. However, it's really not that big because in Rebirth, it can be extremely difficult to maintain your proc there because there's so many health ups in this game. And if I saw like a magic mush, or actually I'm probably going to pick up any health up in general, simply because deals right now would kill me if I tried to pick them up. So I don't know. I don't know what we want to do. And I'm really not going to backtrack too much for keys and bombs unless I happen to be in the middle of the room. The reason I don't do this is because I have 4 bombs right now and 3 keys, which is more than enough, and I'm going to find more. And because of Contract from Below, I'm going to have plenty. And I try to get the 6 mushroom, try and pick up a Liberty Cap or something. Unfortunately, no luck there. So we get Peeper. Pretty easy boss, especially when you can just sit below him or sit above him. Now below, a little bit different, but this boss really not that bad. The hitboxes on the eyes are the worst thing than anything else. And we get Wire Coat Hanger, no Devil Deal, which is nice because that would bring us down to half a heart on any item that we pick up. So I'm happy we didn't actually see a deal there. But Wire Coat Hanger is a very nice pickup. It's going to give us a lot of tier rate, which is nice because Death's Touch is actually a tiers down. It's actually the second time I've seen this room. specifically with that exact champion. Huh. Unfortunately, there's no real money dropping. I mean, I have the counterfeit penny, but money just really is not dropping. I guess I gotta hope for maybe a double nickel drop or something to that effect, because right now it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to pull together any form of mapping, which is unfortunate. And I honestly feel like, especially from racing, backtracking is almost never worth it. Like, every time I've attempted to backtrack to try and make mapping happen, or to try and find money, or to get that item room that I passed by, it almost always ends up just wasting time. I mean, yeah, there's the potential there. And I go ahead and re-roll that into another health up. I lose my Horror Babylon, but that'll be okay, because now I actually have a heart gamble away. I didn't get a devil deal again, which sucks, but hey, what can you do? Nothing you really can. But we're making pretty good time. 5 minutes into the depths is really good. My idea of a good run is I typically want to have the foot dead by 12 minutes. I mean, for consistency's sake, we want to pretty much get every single run under 25 minutes every time. And that's pretty much possible with almost any build, unless you get really unlucky with resetting for like 7 minutes or something to that effect. So, you know, can't control everything, but we want to have all of our runs under 25 minutes, and we want to have the foot dead by 12. And that'll give us plenty of time to finish out the chest. Let's see what we get in there. Cursed room is empty. I really don't know how I feel about going into cursed rooms. And we're just going to go ahead and bomb out of this. With low health and spikes. I'm the worst at running over spikes. I don't know what it is. I go through there, I'm careful. Second time through there, I just think that the spikes are still down. I don't know what it is. I just don't know, man. A little bit more cash. We've almost got enough for mapping in here. So I'm going to go ahead and check inside of the shop, see what we got, and we get greed. And for those wondering what I mean by every time I refer to mapping, mapping is basically, you can see my map there in the bottom or top right. Anything that would help me figure out where exactly my boss is something that I'm going to want. Blood of the Martyr is nice. 1 damage up. So I'm looking for compass or treasure map or something to that effect. I really don't like blue map. What that will do is it will show you where all your secret rooms are, but nothing else. And that could potentially massively troll you, because sometimes the secret room is on the opposite end of the exit of the entire floor, so potentially you could waste a lot of time by following your blue map. But I see a tinted rock over there. I'm going to try and go for it. Get hit once. It's a small rock. I'll definitely take that. Another 1 damage up, so health situation not looking too good. But we've got quite a few damage ups. Get Mask of Infamy. Thankfully, we have piercing. This boss is an absolute pain in the ass to try and fight without piercing, because you have to hit the back of that mask, and that's not the easiest thing to do if you don't have a lot of shot speed. So this is probably my most hated boss in all of everything. We're going to take the latch key. We don't really need the keys, and we're going to go ahead and take Guppy's Tail, reroll, and get Abaddon. So Guppy's Tail is going to potentially give us some golden chests, hopefully make us get some more items, maybe some Devil Deal ports, or sorry, that's red chests, gold chests. We can maybe get Cricket's head, or Guppy's head, or something to that effect. Yeah, that's what we can do. So I feel I've played this game before. I think I've done that. I'm gonna try and keep my eye out for some sort of card, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to do that. I don't know. The chances of you finding a teleport out of your boss rush in order that way you can steal is not the greatest. When I don't really see too many skulls popping up around, so yeah, not that good. I'm playing a little bit reckless here. I'm getting hit a little bit too much than I would like to. I probably should stop picking up money. I don't know. I just by habit pick up things like cash, even though I have 24 cents, so that's more than enough to buy whatever I want in the shop. I don't know why I decided to scream like 6 times in a row. That was a little weird. Hopefully this item room will give me Monster's Lung. That is definitely a very nice pickup. Size in Monster's Lung is very deadly, and it's going to be producing a lot of damage. So we pretty much have damage covered at this point. I really don't need any more. I'm going to take more, obviously, but I don't need it. As you can see, Chubb, well, pretty much any boss that has multiple parts is just going to die instantly. And I see Black Candle, so we're just going to go ahead and go for that, grab a key, and we're off. Now, Black Candle's going to make it so that way I can't get any curses, so no Curse of the Maze, no Curse of the Lost, no Curse of the Blind, all that stuff. It also means I can't get XL floor, so I can't get an XL wound, but that's not something you can really go for. So as you can see, Mom, really not that bad, and we're actually going to clear Mom's foot in under 12 minutes, which is what I want to see. I'm not even going to bother checking my boss rush, because I'm not going to have any way out of there, and the only item that I'm going to see is Undefined. That's really the only thing I would even want. But if I see an item in there that I want, that I can maybe get in the chest, that's now gone because I'm not going to be able to pick it up. So, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. And I'm definitely going to be opening some golden chests here to try and get maybe Cricket's Head, or potentially get some more soul hearts, because I am being a little reckless here. I tend to be when I get a lot of damage. I don't know. I like going fast, and then I make mistakes, and then I get hit a lot. I need to practice not getting hit. That's probably my biggest problem with these Isaac races, is just the getting hit. Ugh. And I walking through the blood in there. That's not very good. I don't really know what I was doing there. I don't. Just walked right into him. I just said, "Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, what you doing? You want to bring me down to 3 hearts? That'd be good. We can just chill together, man. Have a good old time." Got a battery there. Might as well open up these golden chests. Maybe get something. Pick up some of the keys. That's about it. I don't really have too much else. So we got our boss here. We get Conquest, so which means we're going to get a useless boss item. I try and scoot between there, but fortunately miss. We get a Devil Deal. I'm probably not going to be able to take it. Well, it's Judas' Shadow, so, I mean, I'm at 2 black hearts anyway. We'll take Judas' Shadow. I just doubled my damage for no real downside there. So that's really nice. I didn't really need the damage. I would actually prefer some form of health. So, I don't know, like maybe Sin Robes or something, but I mean, I'm not going to say no to Judas' Shadow. Our sides are pretty strong. Could be stronger. Mask of Infamy. Not exactly the worst thing. We'll take it. And we get a dead end here. Continue opening those chests. Try and get some soul hearts. Maybe get Cricket's Head. Cricket's Head's not going to show up, is it? It's just not. And now we're down to 1 heart, which isn't very good. We're just going to go ahead and bomb through this. I don't like waiting for the hands to drop down, so hopefully this doesn't end up being a dead end. Otherwise, I'm going to have to bomb right back through there. And I'm going to have to play a little bit careful because I am 1 shot right now. Let's pick up those keys. So that way I have some. I'm not really sure where it's going to be. I guess it's going to be connected to the right here. Seems like the only place. I hope this is the right way to we end up going. Now, I think I'm going to actually save my last 2 keys. I'm going to go back and pick those up. And you know what? No, now we'll go open them up. Oh, good. See, now we can win. Now we have Abel. The strongest... Well, that was envy. Strongest item in the game. Make sure to shoot in the opposite direction so that way he hits nothing. It's great. Bomb fight. It's gonna be pretty simple as long as we don't get the lasers there. If your damage is high enough, you can pretty much not have to worry about the fight at all. But if your damage is low enough, you can get overlapping shots, which means she'll shoot you and have the brimstone lasers going at the same time, and you're probably gonna get hit somehow like that. Now we're gonna hope for a good cathedral here, because even though we got another dead end, I want to try and get this. I don't know. I feel like under 20 is pretty much doable at this point, unless I get like a really bad chest. And I'm gonna be full clearing cathedral. So that's always nice. Reroll that. Hey, some tears up pills. Was always good. Get a little bit of a faster charge rate. I don't really ever find any downside to popping pills at 1 heart, because the only downside you're probably going to find is tears down, which with my monster's lung and the wire coat hanger, I'm not really that worried about. And we're just going to bypass that. Another dead end. Dead long legs. I'm glad I can one-shot him because I don't want to have to deal with his RNG stomp of you dead. Of you dead, and I'm not going to give you any chance to do anything. Alright, so we found our Isaac fight. Should be pretty simple. The fear is going to do absolutely nothing. I don't like fear shot. Any kind of fear effect from Abaddon or fear shot, I don't like it. Alright, pretty fast Isaac fight. Let's go ahead and jump into the chest here. So yeah, outside of our health situation, we're looking pretty good. And it just got a whole lot better. The only 2 items that I get to open, Super Meat Boy Fan and the Wafer. So Super Meat Boy Fan's going to give me a nice red heart there, and a double adversary. Okay, well thankfully I've got plenty of damage. What the Wafer's going to do is it's going to reduce all damage that I take to half a heart, so I pretty much have 4 hearts at this point, which is more than enough to clear the chest, especially with this damage. Most enemies are not even going to have a chance to really attack, so we're doing all right. And I feel like we're going in the right direction. You can sometimes feel these floors out to kind of know when you're going in the right place. And we unlock either a secret room or a super secret, which it looks like it was a super secret, so we're going to head down. There's our boss. Pretty short chest and pretty easy one, I might say, so I think that's going to go ahead and wrap up the video, everyone. I don't think I'm going to really die to Blue Baby, especially when I get the the Virgo from earlier in this run to proc. So thank you so much for watching. You've all been amazing. I hope you all enjoy these runs, and don't forget to check out the Balls of Steel in the description below. Tryouts are still going throughout this weekend, so yeah. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe for future content. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one, everybody. Later.